spawning up in the top right position of Jagannatha. It is the blue Protoss player. Give it up for Dragon Phoenix Gaming's ZEST. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Cure. These two players are legendary. They've played each other so many times historically. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games, over 300 games, they have competed against one another. I'm sure they practice a ton with one another. They run into each other now in the ESL Open Cups quite frequently. They're just really, really, really strong opponents. And honestly, I think when they're both on their game, have respectively some of the best play in the world for the race. And I actually think that specifically Cure is the best Terran player in the world when he plays his best, when he's on his game. And ZEST, I feel the same way too, and he's been at that peak a lot recently. I personally think these two players are never worse than top 10 in the world. Not recently, anyways. There was a period of time where ZEST was not quite as powerful, but yeah, these days I feel like he is up there. I feel like he is definitely up there. By the way, we're seeing a very quick double gas coming down from Cure with a neat little block. Neat little double supply depot here. Very TY-esque. TY, of course, one of the first players who was kind of busting that out and used it to great effect. I believe he beat Harding with it in GSL with a lot of one-base play off the back of this. And the beauty is, your opponent, they don't know what you're going for. You could be going for a standard 1 Rax expand. Oh, this is a problem, by the way, for Cure. He doesn't have one of his SCVs mining. But they could be going for a standard 1 Rax expand. They could be going for a gasless expand. They could be going for this 2-gas setup and just pure mining with a bunch of SCVs and getting everything up and rolling, doing 1 base all in. Or they could be going for something crazy like 3 command centers. Or, for all you know, they could be doing a 3 Rax SCV all in. Or a 5 Rax SCV all in. There's just a ton of options with this. And that is something that, for a while, became very, very common to take advantage of. And I really, really enjoyed that. We are going to be seeing the... Yeah, he kind of plays this the TVT way, where it's just you pull SCVs off mining for a little bit, and you get some Reapers, you get some Hellions, you see what you can get done. Now ZEST, he has gone for a Stargate here. He is chrono boosting out even his 3rd Adept, so he's going to be getting a lot of units here. Triple Adept, it's going to be enough to one-shot Reapers. I think that's enough to... Is that enough to 2-shot Hellions? I think it is. Yeah, because Hellions survive 4 shots with 2 HP, so 6 shots coming in would be enough to kill them. So this is kind of a magic number of Adepts. And obviously 3 Adepts pairs very, very well with Oracles because they one-shot Marines, one-shot SCVs. It's just a solid setup overall. Oh, and this Oracle popping out. It's going to go across the map, but not too far. Will ZEST come back to deal with this? No, he's going to be happy with just his 3 Adepts. And this Oracle, it is unscouted. Are there any Widow Mines in position? There are Widow Mines, but they are not burrowed. This is a big problem here. And Cure, ooh, he heals up the Widow Mine. Repairs it up, rather, but he's going to lose at least 3 SCVs right here. Oh, does he lose? Oh my god, the micro from ZEST right there. So good on this Oracle. And he picks off 5 SCVs. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, when his opponent is the one who wanted to be getting aggressive. God, that was a really, really, really great exchange right there for ZEST. Now he's going to come home. He's just going to be able to kind of watch where these units go. Well, unless, of course, he, you know, just flies right over. Now, it is going to be Oracle Phoenix, and we actually see a second Oracle coming down. Viking coming down at the moment as well for Cure. Is he going to be able to get anything done on the counterattack here? Ooh, he's a little bit supply blocked, but he will manage to get unsupply blocked there. I do love these Widow Mines right here, kind of hidden behind this gas. And if the Phoenixes try and come on out, they may get kind of nipped on the nose, so to speak. We do have more and more Phoenixes being added on. No additional tech coming down just yet from ZEST. It's just gateways for now. I think you need a Twilight Council in charge or a robotics facility for Colossus. You need something. You can't just kind of go mass gateway. I feel like that does run into problems. That being said, it looks like we might see Cure just go for a 2-base all-in, potentially pull some SCVs with this. There we go. There's some additional barracks. This Reaper will get lifted, and Cure sees what ZEST has. He's going to be like, that's quite the little flotilla you've got there. Liberator going to try and sneak out on the right side of the map. Really hoping to find some damage while this air fleet is potentially occupied. Now, we could see a recall get forced. Ooh, there is that Widow Mine shot. Nice connection right here. Hitting one of the Phoenixes, taking out another Oracle. Getting some decent splash. Was last second splits. Some splits from ZEST at the last second did keep him from taking catastrophic damage. But that was still pretty rough, and this is looking like a very, very scary push coming out of Cure. Cure does have this Liberator getting on into the main base, and it is going to siege on up. ZEST, how many probes is he going to lose? 3 pro... Oh, no, this third shot doesn't go off. But this is frightening. No SCVs being pulled with this, though, is so surprising to me. Wait, 5 SCVs just got picked off? I guess the Phoenixes? Or was it the... Did he pick off, like, reinforcing SCVs? And Cure, he actually is going to back off. We do have charge coming on down, as well as more and more gateways for ZEST. This is going to bring him up to 8 gateways. He's got the Templar Archives as well, so it's just going to be Charge Lot Archon. Cure, he's got a lot of tanks ready to go here. Now, will this be able to find any value here? Nice revelation. Cure, he's got a little bit too much stuff here, so it's not going to be able to find too much. But ZEST, he's going to be on a pretty darn good economy for quite a while. Where Cure, it feels like he is pretty committed on this 2-base setup just because of how much ZEST has been able to do. Was there a Widow Mine that went off? Oh, there must have been. Oh, yeah, there was. Absolutely. Yeah, those Phoenixes took way too much shield damage. Oh, my God. Look at this Zealot run by. And ZEST, he is just starting to really pull ahead in supply. He's still down a little bit in army supply, but I think after the next round of Warpins, he's going to be at least even. And army value is... It's already better for ZEST. And there we go. Look at this big SCV pull. Will Cure be able to get anything done with this? I mean, he's going to be able to get something done, but will he be able to win the game like he needs to? The Zealot counterattack on the other side of the map is going to shut down the mule mining and shut down most of, if not all, the reinforcements. Army values very similar. Cure going to set up with 5 siege tanks. That is a lot, but these Phoenixes can potentially run on in here and lift these tanks. Ooh, charge lots. They actually go on in, and it is going to be a little bit of an awkward engage coming in from ZEST. Oh my God, Cure going to take out almost all of the air units pretty much immediately. This is looking very good for Cure out of the gate. ZEST does still have a lot of units, though, and a lot of production and all of his economy. Cure, oh, he's going to lose a couple of tanks. Oh, he's going to lose all of his tanks to the flanking Zealots of ZEST. ZEST coming back in, and now all the tanks are gone. Battery overcharge, what is the cooldown? It's about halfway done of its cooldown. Still another 20 seconds or so till it's ready. But Cure, he needs to go right here, right now. He does have, well, actually, both players have +1 attack. Oh, the feedback's coming in, draining most of the medevacs of their energy. That is actually really, really clutch right there from ZEST. That might be the difference maker, as Cure was already pretty heavily stimmed in here. 4 Archons is so much firepower. And Pure Marine, it's going to take them a long time to kill this off. I would love to see, yeah, a lift up into the main base. Cure, can he break through? He is up 20 army supply, but ZEST, he is able to reinforce with so much more stuff. And the medevacs losing all of their energy was so huge. ZEST does lose one of his Archons. There we go. The battery overcharge does get popped again. A lot of, well, 5 Zealots. Army supplies are getting closer and closer. Cure, he cannot keep this up. He doesn't have much in terms of eco at all. Everything is going into minerals. And here we go. The lift comes in on the tank. It is just going to be Pure Marine, and I think that's going to be a little bit too much for Cure to contend with. ZEST makes a miracle hold happen, and Cure does his darndest but isn't quite able to take it down. And that is going to be GG. Cure goes down. ZEST takes game number 1, and he goes up 1-0 in the series. Spawning up in the top right position, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, he is up 1-0. It is ZEST. And his opponent, putting together a frightening attack. It is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Cure in the red. And I gotta say, the ability of ZEST, like, I understand why ZEST keeps getting better, because playing consistently against Cure is the kind of thing that is just insanely good practice. Like, Cure is such a terrifying force to go up against, and it's really great to see these players continuing to force each other to elevate. And if they play a lot of series and they go back and forth, and it's amazing. It's awesome. This might be one of the most underrated rivalries, actually, in StarCraft 2. ZEST versus Cure. I'm curious. I want to kind of look at that. Look at that in a little bit more detail. By the way, we do see a Ghast first out of Cure. What's he going to try and do with this? Potentially maybe a Reactor Hellion build. Possibly a 1-gas Reactor Hellion build with maybe something like a Proxy Starport. I wouldn't be opposed. I'd be totally in on that, actually. Now, ZEST, he is concerned about the potential of Proxy Raxes, or even a Proxy Rax for Proxy Reaper, because he's looking all over the place for it, and Cure, he's not going for that just yet. Not at the moment. It is going to be Marine first here, and that very quick factory, as well as a relatively quick second depot. No second gas coming down. I'm thinking the Reactor Hellion setup, but sounds pretty likely to me. Ooh, the probe does get deflected here, and ZEST does not get to see if his opponent actually expanded. Command center will come down, so it's... what is this going to be? Will we see a quick starport? I don't know that he's going to have the minerals for it. Yeah, once he drops this down, probably not going to be enough money for that, because he'll have to build these Hellions. Now, we can still see that starport. It just won't be quite as quick. But of course, wanting to get that command center up and running does make a ton of sense. Adept does shade on out, but sees the Hellions, which is very, very important information. And it's, wow, it saw the command center. Oh my, I can't believe it saw that command center. That is crazy vision. I thought for sure it wouldn't be able to see that. I was speaking about starports, but we're not even going to see a starport before the second barracks. This is something that is really coming into vogue recently, is getting... getting a quick second barracks before starport. Now Cure, he is going to move forward with these Hellions. There is no wall at the front just yet, and this could potentially find a lot of damage. Ooh, it is going to be able to find one probe. I feel like he should have dove in for more. Like, I don't know what he's expecting to get done with those Hellions. That's not a menially defended mineral line, a minimally defended mineral line. Like, I feel like that was probably his ideal situation to run in. Okay, he is going to go in here now, but there's already a shield battery. He does grab 2 probes right there, bringing the worker killed count up to 3. And that's nice. That's really nice. Cure. He's still not building a starport. Is this just going to be an all-in with no starport? Is Cure's worker count low? Not really. It's doing okay. He's not building workers, though, all the time. Okay, there we go. It does correct that. Look at this unit positioning, by the way, from ZEST. Oh, man, he's got excellent vision. Observer, observer, stalker spots these units. Adept on the right. Stalker here. Adept here. Stalker here. This is insane vision. This is some of the best vision I have, frankly, ever seen for this stage in the game. This is so good. We are going to be seeing an Immortal and probably, yep, Colossus immediately started on up here. And I think this is going to be an all-in out of Cure. Based on how ZEST is responding, this feels like he has faced this before, from Cure specifically. Yep, we got 4 Marines coming down at a time, stim, combat shields, no starport. Are we going to see some SCVs pulled with this? I expect we probably will. The thing that's tricky about this is you got to be very, very careful with your stims. Not to mention the fact that you need to be careful about Colossus. Colossus can absolutely ruin your day. Hellions may look for a little bit more damage here, but at the very least, well, they're going to get force fielded. Oh, ZEST a little late on pulling the trigger, but he still finds 2 of those Hellions. Honestly, I don't know if that was even worth it. Cyclone does find a probe here, and here comes Cure. There are the SCVs getting pulled. Ooh, this is good for ZEST. He forces the siege very far away. So these siege positions outside this base, very nasty to deal with, but if he can buy himself a good amount of time, this could get very, very difficult here for Cure. And ZEST, this feels like he knew that this build was coming. Ooh, nice scan. It does kill off the Observer. It's going to make engaging into this a little bit more difficult. But Extended Thermal Lance is not yet done. We do see Battery Overcharge getting popped. Will there be enough to break through here? No, there will not. Oh, but some huge tank fire on top of those Stalkers. However, one of the tanks... Actually, have any of the tanks gone down? No, they have not. 9 SCVs, 9 Marines for... not all that much for ZEST. A few Stalkers. He did lose the Immortal, which is kind of a big deal. These tanks, they need to be pushing forward. The SCVs do manage to repair that 1 tank up very nicely. Battery Overcharge is on cooldown for a while. We do see that first shield battery getting taken down. A 4th tank shows up to reinforce. Cure, I think he's playing this a little bit too slowly. Ooh, these Adepts, if they can intercept some of the reinforcements, that would be huge, especially that tank. We will see that base getting taken out. And we're going to see these Marauders actually getting picked off. That's a big deal. Oh, and the Adepts are going to get into the main base. This could be potentially game-winning here for ZEST. Now, those Marauders, one of them does actually pick off 2 Adepts right there, the one that pops out. But killing off the Marauders is such a big deal because it means that Cure will not be able to... He doesn't have much that actually deals with the Colossus besides the tanks. It is just those tanks. Finally, the Adepts do get cleaned up. Cure is moving into the natural expansion, but now the Colossus count is 3. Oh, that Cyclone almost... Oh, it does get picked off. God, they are just made of glass. Couple Adepts coming in from the backside, getting taken on out here. Battery Overcharge is back off of cooldown. There are no bunkers here. And there we go. That is the Battery Overcharge. This is going to trigger the fight. Immortal staying alive for so long. Going to be able to take down one of the tanks. Going after the second one. Going to take it out as well. That reinforcing Immortal. Helping out so much. And now there's nothing left to brace for the tanks. And this is going to be a cleanup for ZEST. He even keeps the one Colossus alive with 3 HP. And that's going to be GG ZEST going up 2-0 in this series. And he has himself a really solid start. We're going to be getting into game number 3. And it's going to be another gas first build coming out. That is interesting. He hasn't been able to get too much success with the first 2 builds he's done these games. particularly in Game 1. Game 2, the Reactor Hellions got a little bit done. It didn't do enough. 3 probes is not enough, I don't think. Now, ZEST, if he takes this game, he is... The number of players that come back from a 3-0 deficit is extremely low. Now, this isn't as bad as, you know, like, professional sport like hockey or basketball or something, where coming back from a 3-0 deficit is just insane because you have so much more time to stew about the losses. But being down 3-0 is really, really brutal. Really, really brutal. Now, ZEST did not get in and see the timing of the gas there. But can he tell based just on the timing of the barracks? He might be able to. Might have been able to. Oh. Cure was he thinking about locking the probe in there? Or locking it out? He didn't lift the depot. A little bit interesting. It is going to be a... I believe, yeah, this was a Gate Cybernetics core, so the safer version of the build from ZEST. Now, is this going to be another Reactor Hellion build? Ooh, yes it is, but there's going to be a proxy starport with it. Okay, this is the build I thought we were going to get in the previous game. And this might be Cure saying, you know what, like, nah, come at me, bro. Like, I've got all kinds of stuff in my toolkit. You think you can deal with this? Cure, by the way, scouting around everywhere for a potential proxy. And he's going to find a whole lot of nothing, because there is none. We do have a Stargate coming down from ZEST. And I'm a little bit curious about what he's going to go for with this. He has been favoring, from time to time, going for just a ton of Phoenixes. He did, in game number 1, go for double Oracle with it as well, which is a pretty interesting way of playing. Oh, man, he might actually just coincidentally scout this proxy starport. Has he seen anything, though? No, he's got no idea. He's got no idea that there's potentially Reactor Hellions on the map. Cure is going to be going for these 4 Hellions. I have seen in recent history 1 player going for just 3, but I'm not sure if he cut the Hellions on purpose or if it was something else. Ooh, just missing this, I believe. ZEST does see this now, but Cure, he's going to get into the main base, and he's going to find a lot of worker kills. Already grabbing 6, 7 probes, not even pulling the probes. And, I mean, it does mean that they don't line up, but he's going to lose 12, 13, 14 probes. Make it 15? 15 probes right out of the gate, and he is only going to get 2 SCVs on the other side of the map. That is so much damage. Cure's ahead in workers now, even with a command center that's delayed. That is how far ahead that just put him. Oh, man, I don't see any way back into a game like this. Like, you got to find some crazy equalizing damage. Now, of course, ZEST is going to be able to chrono boost out probes, double produce them. But that is so much damage. Ooh, now this is a good start. He does find himself one of those. Medevac does go down. That's good. It's good. He kills off the medevac. And he finds how many workers? I think just 1 more. And the Phoenixes that did get tagged did get saved. That went about... he could have found a few more SCVs. That went okay for him. He's back up 4 workers ahead. Now, of course, Cure does have double Mule. But all things considered, ZEST is actually in a pretty playable position. We are going to be seeing an engineering bay coming down. Ooh, looks like Double Cyclone did try and lock onto these Phoenixes. Wasn't able to take them out. If you can lock onto the same target, that can be so good. So good. But didn't do that. Wasn't able to do that. Now we are going to be seeing a DT shrine coming on in here. Oh, a very kind of greedy lift right there, but he manages to get away with it. Wow, and he picks off the SEV. That Phoenix, oof, alive with 12 HP. Not a whole lot of HP right there. Yeah, Dark Shrine coming down from ZEST. He's going up to 5 gateways here. Wait, where's... Okay, there's the 5th gateway. And a 6th gateway. Okay, is this going to be... Is this going to be Charge Lot Blink DT? But he can't get... It's going to be so long until Blink DTs are available. This is going to be an all-in from ZEST, but I don't think that this has much hope of working. It might just be Charge Lot Archon. We're going to be seeing a little counterattack coming in here. ZEST gets a nice little revelation on his opponent's army. Starport is starting to produce medevacs here. Oh my god, is Kira gonna... If he finds this, that would be such a huge, huge deal. Scan comes down, sees no third base, and it is going to be this Blink DT Charge Lot build. Okay, this is a very, very cool build that I believe the Protoss player Nightmare was one of the first players to do. He did it back when Overgrowth was in the map pool, just to put in perspective how old this build is. But, I don't know. This is hitting so late and from such an extremely disadvantageous position. Stim's already done. Combat Shields is nearly done. +1 weapons is nearly done. Like, and these upgrades will be done by the time this attack comes on in. Because Blink is so far away from finishing up for these DTs. And even just these these Marines with Stim, they're going to be able to pick off all 3 Stalkers. I think he only lost 1 or 2 Marines. And the drop comes in. Will he be able to get any units? He gets the Oracle! Oh, man, he almost gets the Phoenix there. God, Kira is just so good at just quick tapping his opponent's units. Yeah, Kira is... I don't see any way that ZEST can possibly win right here, but he's going to try. He's got 5 DTs with Blink, and there's no detection at the moment, but... well, never mind, there's 2. There's 1 turret already, and a second one is about to finish on up. Now, ZEST does not want to use his Blink on these DTs. He does not want to show it, but he has to go. And seeing that army, seeing this, even without the Widow Mines, this is not attackable. With the Widow Mines, it's complete suicide. You cannot attack in here, but he is so all in, so fully committed with this. Now, what he could be hoping for is a situation like this where he could potentially jump on the army in the middle of the map. But Kira, he's not going to fall for it. He is not going to fall for it. These Adepts, they are not going to shade forward. There's nothing really to get into. We do have more, well, the same Adepts shading forward once again, but yeah, there is not a whole lot for ZEST. He just now starts the Nexus as the scan expires, so Cure sees it. He's even going to have this Marine that just randomly from this group stim on over, kills the probe. God damn, this is some insane play from Cure. And ZEST, he's smart not to go in for the attack. He would have lost the game. But I don't, like, you can't macro out of this. Ooh, DTs with Blink. So if you zoom in, you see that there's a lot of shimmers right there. But they weren't moving. You don't necessarily think to just zoom in right there. And ZEST, he may be creating about the best situation for him that he can. But these Widow Mines, oh god, that's too much. Oh man, and the Widow Mines are going to be just already too much to deal with. More DTs are coming on in here. And Cure is going to get dragged back home. ZEST, oh my god, he's going to kill 18 SCVs. And he creates about the best possible situation for himself right here. He needs to recall on out, though, with these units. Does take out another Widowmine before it burrows. Oh, he needs to recall out. He needs to recall out right now. Right now. He needs these army units. And he is going to take the fight, and that's going to be a disaster. He's going to lose everything. Oh, if he'd recalled... Well, actually... Oh, he's doing good damage. But it's not enough. I mean, is it? How many... Oh, that command center finishing up means that there's going to be another orbital soon and more scans available. ZEST did about as much as you could ask for right here. Cure, though, or sorry, ZEST, he needs to start, one DT at a time. It needs to go in here, not on the SCVs. It needs to be on the army. He needs to force out every single scan. That is the only way he wins this wins this game. By the way, the +1 armor actually going to be very helpful. Ooh, nice dodge on that Widowmine shot, but it's not going to matter. However, it did drag back the army of Cure. Oh, ZEST, he needs to get out of here. I think if he'd recalled, he actually would have had a really good chance in this game. Scans are going to come in here. Will lose a lot of this. Cure, he is up so far ahead in army supply. ZEST, he is on 8 gateways. But he needs to not be thinking about counterattacking. He needs to be thinking about, how do I destroy this army? And the way to destroy that army is to run your opponent out of scans. Now, that's a huge, huge ask. But the only way to do it is to constantly have DTs on top of it. And even then, with 3 command centers, I don't know that there would be a possibility. Oh, wow, okay, ZEST. Well, he was thinking about a base trade, but he realizes there's nothing he can do, and Cure does manage to put himself on the board. 2-1 is the scoreline as we go into game number 4. Here we go, spawning down on the bottom left of Oxide. Representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is ZEST in the blue. And his opponent, spawning up in the top right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming as well, it is Cure. With the proxy Hellion drop into the very, very nice responses against what his opponent was doing. We're going to be seeing a proxy Rax coming out of Cure. And where is he going to put this? Oh, this is a very random spot and a very anti-teammate spot, I might add. So he knows that ZEST knows how much he loves to proxy. And look at this. Look at where ZEST is going to scout. Not there. Oh my, that is so calculated from Cure. Look at how close that was to being scouted. That is pretty cool. Now ZEST, he's just going to send this across the map. So, wasn't going to be scouting around for any proxies. And Cure, well, ZEST, he's going to see that there's nothing at home, and ZEST will start up a cybernetic score behind this. Cure does have a build recently where he's been going Proxy Marauder with this, and it is really, really scary. But he oftentimes likes to lift the barracks and get into his opponent's main when doing that. So he's probably not going to have the option to do that here. Not on Oxide. That's a Blackburn move. That's a Romanticide move. That's not an Oxide move. I mean, in theory, you could put the barracks here, but it's not that great. It's not that great. Now, we're not seeing a Zealot being built here, which is a little bit surprising from ZEST. Normally, you definitely want a Zealot just to buy time so that your probes, they have something to tank for them. And the Reaper has to be microed a little bit more. We're not seeing that, and we'll have to see if that kind of costs ZEST something. And I think right out of the gate, it is. Probes getting pulled immediately. Ooh, nice job from ZEST. Pulls back that one probe immediately as it takes damage. But this is already a lot of lost mining time. Oh, Cure gets one probe. Honestly, not that bad so far, though. Ooh, nice juke utilizing that grenade effectively. Now, Cure, is he going to overcommit with this, though? He does regenerate a little bit of HP, but he's going to lose the Reaper. That was actually a kind of a trap right there. And ZEST picking that off, that is a big deal. Now look at this from ZEST on the other side of the map. He drops a pylon. Oh, but it gets trapped in the main base, the probe that did so. And this means no reactor can be built. Is ZEST going to let that finish? He sure is. Did that pylon... Oh, wow. Cure knows the exact radius of vision. That is actually pretty impressive to me. Barracks is going to fly on home, as you expect. Got that command center on the low ground. Cure, I'm surprised he was not able to find more damage there. I really expected that he'd be able to. Reaper comes on home, is going to be able to take down this pylon eventually. But it's going to take a while. Ooh, robotics facility coming down from ZEST. Are we going to potentially just see Colossus here? I do wonder. Oh my god, the SCV kill. The SCV got the kill there. It's got a probe kill and a pylon kill. That is hilarious. It's got more kills than the Reaper. That's kind of funny. That just makes me smile, you know? It's just like, oh, that's adorable. Cure? Not going to be able to get in here, I don't think. Got more barracks coming in from Cure. He's going up to, should be 3 barracks here. Pretty quick siege tank coming out of Cure as well. Might be concerned about the potential of a Twilight Council 4-gate blink opener. He's got no idea what his opponent's doing. ZEST. Will he be able to deal with these Widow Mines? They are going to come into the natural expansion. Cure trying to kind of surround the mineral line. Oh, when he pulls the probes, the Hellion, going to be able to get some decent damage. That one Widow Mine, can it get the connection that it's looking for? No, it doesn't even go off. And the lineup so close. How many probes were in the yellow? 3 of them. One of them had already regenerated its shields a little bit, but that was... could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Only 4 probes going down. Well defended right there from ZEST. That's a tight defense. Look, you can see the Reaper healing due to its self-heal inside the medevac. Oh, nice little combination return on the drop. Manages to find 3 additional probes. Wow. For a Reaper and a Hellion, he got as much as 3 Widow Mines, a Reaper and a Hellion. He was just one probe shy of equaling that total. ZEST, 3rd Nexus, just now starting. It's very, very delayed. He did go for the very quick Colossus once again, similar to what he did in game number 2 on Beckett Industries. And it worked then. Will it work now? Maybe not, but he's setting himself up in a good position. Forge and Twilight Council coming down from ZEST. Cure. He's got this Raven set up for some auto turret harass. That is pretty cool. ZEST. Ooh, I don't know that he knows that this is a 3 racks yet, but I feel like Cure must have done this so many times to him and must really prefer this 3 rack style that I feel like he's got to have at least a good indication. Cure did manage to get out with that medevac. Wow. Wow, that's actually really nice that he manages to escape with that medevac from earlier. It is going to be charge coming down before blink, as well as the +1 attack, but Cure, he's moving out now. He's got stim, he's got combat shields, he's got +1 all very soon to finish, which, of course, are, you know, the staples of this 3-1-1 play. Ooh, that Raven did not drop any auto turrets, so it does have enough energy for 1 interference matrix, soon to be a 2nd one. Extended Thermal Lance not quite done. Stim is, though. Ooh, Colossus taking pretty big tank fire. One of them already losing a fair amount of shields. 70 shields already going down. Combat shield's about to finish up as well. +1 attack. Looming very shortly in about 15 seconds. Cure is going up into the 4th and 5th barracks as well. For now, he's just setting up into such a nice siege position. Now, I feel like he sieged too slowly on Beckett Industries. On this map, since he's playing macro, I much prefer the slower siege because he can reinforce this with a lot of units. Army value does favor Cure by a fair amount, and he does have that 2nd interference matrix yet already. Oh, big stim coming into the natural expansion. Marauders leading the charge. There come the interference matrices on the right side. Colossus. Left side one gets target fire down. And all of the gateway accompaniments. There's just way too much here. The disruptor shot does hide itself. Huge disruptor shot. Kills 9 bio units right there. But is that enough for Cure ZEST to hold on? Cure, he's pushing forward on the right side as well. The tank's providing so much cover fire. And Cure hasn't even been cleaned up in the main base, just now forced into the medevacs. Meanwhile, it's just the Colossus on this right side. They are doing a good job, but is it enough? ZEST lost so much, and Cure, he looks to be very close to evening this series at 1 apiece. He's doubling the efficiency of his opponent. And there's nothing to actually stop this Viking from just free firing. It's going to completely drain these shield batteries. and it's going to find a decent bit of damage. Meanwhile, Cure, he is just continuing to push forward here. Reinforcing bio units are going to be forced to turn back, but they're not going to get picked off. Cure is too good. Battery overcharge does get popped. Viking will eventually get taken on out, but another interference matrix coming on in. The charge lots do reinforce and come in and actually get a great flanking setup, taking down one of the tanks, but it's not enough. ZEST is just so far behind, and Cure manages to even the series at 1 apiece. Great moves from the Dragon Phoenix Gaming Terran. And we are going to game number 5, even Stevens, all tied up. Spawning up in the top left position of Romanticide, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is ZEST. Is he best? He certainly looks like it sometimes. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom right position, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Cure. He is looking extra sharp today as well. Both of these players really came just prepared to bludgeon the living hell out of each other. Now, what are we thinking is going to come out of Cure here? He's going for a gas first once again. He is really favoring this gas first style in this entire series. Something interesting to note as well, we haven't seen any engineering bay block builds. And that's something that's been kind of coming into vogue here a little bit. Now, ZEST, he is going to be able to get the scout here. No quick second depot coming on in. And he's going to be, just a little bit of a rude boy on this SCV. Ooh. Cure looking like he might have had to pull that off for construction, but won't have to do so. ZEST pulling away wisely as he gets just down to only shields. And going to regenerate straight back up to full shields. Perfect stuff. We will see this supply depot come on down here. Ooh, Marine, is it going to be able to get the kill? No, it will escape. Very quick reaction time right here out of ZEST. ZEST, look at that timing, getting this cybernetics core down at about 158, 159. 1 or 2 seconds faster than normal. And it's going to be another Stargate build. Doing this off no units, no warp gate. That is a very quick Stargate. That's the speed of like a proxy Stargate here, but just at home. I like that. I like that a lot. You talk about little adjustments between games, and that is the kind of thing that can definitely throw your opponent off guard. And ZEST scouted. He knows that there's no proxy Reaper, so he knows that there's no danger of him just straight up dying to something early. I love it. I love it a lot. I think that's really awesome. Now, Starport is going to be coming on down here from Cure. And are we going to be seeing... Okay, I was going to say, will it be a 3rd and 4th Hellion, or will it be Widow Mines? So this is going to be 2 Hellions into most likely a 4 Widow Mine drop. And that's a pretty cool way of playing, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty neat way of playing. Is it Phoenixes first? Yes, it is straight up into Phoenixes. And that can be pretty powerful, but it can also struggle from time to time. Now, if it was 4 Hellions just running on in... Oh, wow. Look at this. That's a weird pylon. Yeah, if it was 4 Hellions just running on in, something like an Oracle can really help to gun those down. Of course, the Phoenixes can lift the Hellions. That takes them out of the fight. Same thing with Widow Mines. You can lift them up and prevent them from getting fully burrowed, and then they don't fire at all. But then with no Oracle, you don't have anything for detection, for example. So it cuts both ways. Cuts both ways. And here we go with that 4 Widow Mine drop. Warp Gate is going to complete just about here. We've already got a 4th Phoenix coming on in. Forge is going to be coming down as well. Is this going to be for cannons, or is this just going to be for an insanely fast upgrade? It's got to be for upgrade, right? There we go. The Phoenixes will come on in here. They're going to be able to lift up every single Widow Mine. Oh, that is so good. Will any of the Widow Mines manage to actually complete their burrow? No, they will not. Excellently handled. But we do have the Hellions getting on into the main base. And there's no, there is one Phoenix lift left. Still, 7 probes actually went down. Wow. Great combo move from Cure. Oh man, it'd be so nice if he boosted out this medevac. And he will be able to boost it on away. Does it escape though? Phoenix, one of them is being sent to the left side to kind of hunt that down. Hard to say who that favored. If the medevac gets away, I think it's a little bit better for Cure. But if it gets cut off... Oh, and look at this from ZEST. He is making sure that it does not get away. And yep, it will for sure go down here. Now, this does buy a lot of time where those Phoenixes are not harassing, which is pretty good for Cure. And Cure did equalize the worker count with that, which of course means he will be out-mining his opponent. Yeah, let's take a look at the income. Yeah, he's got a little bit more thanks to those mules. He is on, of course, 2 command centers. He's adding on those turrets that he got so much extra time to build. A ton more extra time to build. Now they cover his production as well as both of his mineral lines. This is pretty good, I would say, for Cure. Once again, going for that 3 racks aggression. Such a big fan of this. 6 Phoenixes. Are we seeing any more being added on? Well, he's got one more reinforcing potentially. Nice micro right here. Does pick off 2 SCVs. Where is his other Phoenix? God, look at this. Look at this map vision from ZEST. So freaking good. He is really on point right now. Where is that other Phoenix? Is it just at home? No, he does. Yeah, it's only 6 here. Okay. He is gonna... No, he is gonna see the move out. Oh, he even pulls the Adept back. God, that is so nice. Charge is coming in as well as +1 weapons. Ooh, nice pick off on the Phoenix, but he does find... How many Widow Mines did he get? I think he got... just got the 1 Widow Mine. Something else as well, maybe. Stim is going to complete. There's only 1 tank with this, but he's got a big army supply lead for the moment. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on here. Charge is not done. +1 is not yet done. There is a Guardian Shield to help tank a lot, but I don't know. This feels really, really like the sharpest timing that Cure has hit. Phoenixes are going to come forward and will actually be able to pick off a lot of those Marines. +1 attack is going to finish up here. Immortal chunks down that tank, and that is a big deal right here. More reinforcements are going to come on in, though. God, Cure managed to find like a 10-second timing window before charge was done. And that actually let him get a way better fight than I expected him to be able to take. Cure is such a magician. Now, these Archons are going to help out a lot. We saw in game number 1. That was the key to ZEST's defense, despite being down a ton of army supply. These 2 Widow Mines, they should be getting baited out here. Okay, he will see these. That does mean he can lift them up with the Phoenixes. Nice. Just takes them on out for free, pretty much. ZEST does have an army supply lead. Cure, he's got a 3rd command center done behind this. He's going to be adding on 2nd engineering bay and an armory. He's already got his 4th and 5th barracks complete, and their add-ons are done as well, just about. God, I really needed to see that add-on complete. I don't know how else to describe that to you other than I needed to see that add-on complete. We've got a turret coming down at this base to help protect against those Phoenixes. Man, that is a lot of Zealots. And ZEST and Cure, it is important to remember that they play each other so much. They've played each other in competitive matches over 300 times. And in fact, they're approaching 350 times in terms of competitive maps played. So they know each other in and out. Phoenixes are going to come on in here. They will find a little sweet spot where that turret does not cover, and they're going to be able to pick off 3 of these SCVs. Cure is going to be moving forward here. He's got his concussive shells done. He's about to have +1 armor finished up as well. Oh, is that a fake move out? ZEST adding on Colossi as well as a 2nd robotics facility and Blink. How many gateways does he have? He's going up to a total of 10 gateways. Scan comes down, clears out that observer, but of course the observer does see where the army is. I like this from ZEST, looking for reinforcements here, but Cure, he knows that his opponent's going to do that. He's just going to keep them at home. Nice force fields to start off. Does grab a couple of bio units, but the Colossi are not out yet. Oh, nice of Scan to take out another observer. God, Cure is just so good at this game. ZEST, though, with some great force fields, buying himself so much time. That is going to allow for this first Colossus to, in fact, pop on out. Cure, will he be able to break on through? There's a lot of stuff here for ZEST, but all the sentries are going to go down. Cure, he's actually got a huge army supply lead. How did that just happen? ZEST not warping in any units, I don't think. And Cure just macroing so nicely behind this. Resources lost. Suddenly it's favoring Cure by a huge amount. Did a big counterattack of Zealots come in from ZEST and Cure just dealt with it? Ooh, big Doom drop into the natural expansion. ZEST, he doesn't have enough to deal with this, I don't think. He's got no charge loss. There's so many bio units here. The Phoenixes are going to get taken down, and this is just looking like Cure is going to be able to overpower in this game number 5. But the Colossus is going to finally be brought to bear on these bio units. The Nexus goes down, though, and 22 probes, and Cure, he holds an army supply lead and takes a massive eco lead. Didn't get the robotics facilities, but that was such a big pick off killing that Nexus and killing so many probes. We're going to see a massive eco advantage. And with that ZEST, he agrees. He thinks it's over. Cure, he's going to put himself on match point. And we will be heading into game number 6. Spawning down in the bottom right position of Blackburn. It is the blue Protoss player. Give it up for Dragon Phoenix Gaming's ZEST. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, looking to close it on out. It is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Cure. And he has a habit of going for Proxy Reaper right here. And I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of that. Mostly because it completely blocks this path, and you can't escape from it unless you lift the barracks. And if you rally it the wrong way by accident, you have to lift the barracks to get through. It's just... it's close, which is nice, but I just wish they would put it here. Like, it bothers me so much. Or, like, lift it into the main base. That's fine, too. I'm totally okay with that. We're not going to be seeing Cure going for that here. And by the way, I shouldn't single out Cure. It's actually a lot of players going for that these days. But it feels like it's very exploitable. Now, this is a funny little wall from ZEST. Instead of putting this Cyber Core here, he puts it right here. Maybe concerned about the potential of a tank push. Which is reasonable if that's what he's worried about. Yeah, that's surprising to me. We do have Gateway, Cyber Core, Nexus coming down. Oh, that's a very quick Cyber Core. Oh, that's a very quick Cyber Core. That's like 10 seconds early. Is he just going to chrono out an Adept, or is this going to be... Okay, yeah, he is. He's going to try and get across the map and get a fair bit of damage done. Now, has Cure scouted his opponent? No, he has not. Ooh, this could be really, really bad here for Cure. Is ZEST going to chrono out multiple units is my next question. Yes, he is. Double Adept coming across the map. This is going to be rather difficult to deal with. He does have a bunker coming down, but it's not going to be up in time. He's not expecting this Adept to hit 10 seconds faster than normal. This is a pretty cool move coming out of ZEST here. And it is going to get in here and deny this bunker. Marine will get taken down. Bunker is going to complete, but the command center will not. Oh, and we're seeing a lot of SCVs already getting pulled. One SCV will go down. Second SCV gets taken down as well. This is so much damage already. This is actually so much damage. Resources lost. Well, it's 3 SCVs and a Marine for nothing. Effectively, at this point, just shield damage. And that Adept regenerates back to full. Holy crap. ZEST finds himself an incredible opening. And now we're going to be seeing a robotics facility coming down, a Twilight Council, and a Dark Shrine. It is going to be DT drop here in game number 6 with his back against the wall. He is going to bust out some shenanigans. And I got to say, I'm a big fan of that. I love it. I love the boldness to go for something like that. Now, I'm curious what he's going to do with this. He's got, okay, I was going to say, he's got 3 warp gates ready, and it's a while till that Dark Shrine is done. So what are his next units going to be? Of course, if you can avoid tipping your hand about what you're doing, that's obviously going to be quite beneficial. We will be seeing a tech lab coming down on the starport, so it's likely to be a Raven. So there's a good chance there will be mobile detection here for Cure. But DT drop can still find so much damage. And there it is. 2nd and 3rd gateways finishing on up. Warp in of DTs going to come on in here. This is looking really, really rough right here for Cure. Raven, not yet out. And there we go. The DTs do split on up. Cure, he has got an inkling of what is going on. But oh, look. Oh, my God. I didn't even see that Widowmine. And ZEST, he spots it so quickly. 6 SCVs going down already. Cure does not want to scan. But ZEST has already put himself in such a good position here. He's up 13 workers. He's now getting a forge. He is going to morph in, Archons here. Warps in 2 additional DTs. God, this Archon has 8 kills from the combined kills from before. That is pretty cool. ZEST taking a 3rd Nexus. He is in a really, really great spot off of this opening. He hasn't lost anything yet. Oh my God, and the War Prism Micro from ZEST already looking so good. And there's no stim. Trying to deal with this Archon drop is actually extremely difficult. ZEST trying to frame perfect to get these Archons to shoot, but he's picking it up just a little bit too soon. A little bit too soon for them to actually fire their shots. Still, keeping the Archons alive is the most important part of this. Finding any damage, that's what you're looking for, of course. That's the whole point of it. But it's much more important to keep the Archons alive. And the first unit to go down is going to be a probe to coincidental. Well, not coincidental. Nice Hellion Micro. Ooh, meanwhile, the Raven almost getting picked off right there. Will get repaired on up. Good job. He picked off another, like, 3 Marines right there. Oh, these Widowmines. Oh, these Widowmines. ZEST, is he paying attention? Oh, 1, 2. And the Archons are trapped. If he had clicked the Widowmines on those Archons, he would have killed both of them off while inside. So Widowmines, they only target one at a time unless you manually target them together. But he still gets one of the Archons and the War Prism. All of a sudden, that resource is lost. Comes back to almost dead even. Scan comes down in an actual expansion. Doesn't see really much of anything. More gateways coming out here. We've got the Colossus on the way. First Colossus popping on out here. Sorry, second Colossus. Ooh, second Colossus is... Oh, wow. It was like camouflaged with the army. I couldn't see it for a second. We've got Extended Thermal Lance just about finished up. And Cure. He is in a tough spot. He is in a tough spot for sure. ZEST, he's been playing so tight in this series. And I don't think he's going to leave any room for Cure to find anything. But... I mean, Cure's made some miracles happen with drops. He's just generally been a bit of a miracle worker in the games that he's won. But at the same time, ZEST also did the same. When he was super dead in Game 3, he made a game out of what I expected to be a completely over series. Oh, these Widow Mines! Ooh, 4 kills total. Not bad. But decent last-second splits from ZEST on the first set of probes. Cure finds himself a nice start back into the game. Here we go with this drop. Oh, but ZEST so quick on the warp in. God damn, that was fast. Now, I suppose he saw it with the pylon, but still, that was very quick. Very, very quick. And he sees the drop where it is exactly. Cure getting up to his 4th and 5th barracks now. And his SCV production is super on point. He's ready to almost fully saturate his third base when he takes that. This drop will go back home. Look at this, though. ZEST going up to a gold base. He's got a second forge now up and running. He's getting charge on the way. He's got an immortal to just kind of beef up his army, generally speaking. Ooh, Widow Mines coming into the natural expansion, finding another 5 probes. And that almost evens the worker count out, which will put Cure slightly ahead. This Widow Mine drop shouldn't be able to find anything more. But I say shouldn't, and Cure, you know, says, yes, it will. I know what I'm about. Blink coming in for the DTs. And it is crazy to me that with how the early game went, Cure is still in such a good position. He is just so damn good at this game. Now, he didn't actually lose that many workers to the DTs. And those first 2 Adepts, they killed, I think they killed 2 SCVs? 2 SCVs or 3. So it's not like it was, you know, crippling damage. But it was very good damage. It was very good damage. Now, is ZEST actually going to be getting aggressive here? I like that he clears out the middle rocks right here. It's going to make moving through with his charge lots a lot better, especially against a tank-based composition. Now, the Raven does have a lot of energy, and ZEST, he cannot attack into this. Absolutely not, and there's no reason for him to do so. Ooh, we will see this Widowmine drop, gets on in here. ZEST with a nice quick pull, and he dodges the Widowmine shot. Good job. Good job. We're going to be seeing a 5th Nexus coming down from ZEST. While Cure, he's only on just now about to be a 4th command center. Just starting that up. 2-1 finishing up for ZEST. Cure, he starts up his 2-2. What are we going to see with these Blink DTs? They can be so good in the late game, but Cure, he needs to make something happen right here, right now. Can he make it happen? He's got 5 tanks. They are moving through the slow zone. ZEST's going to force a siege here, which is really, really nice. Cure? Well, he's not taking this base, but if he was, ZEST would know. Ooh, ZEST is going to get in with these Blink DTs. How many of them just went down? Oh, it's just the 2. Yeah, he just sent in 2 DTs. Picks off 6 SCVs, which is pretty decent. God, Cure is so strong. I always find myself just being like, how does he have so much supply? How does he have such a threatening army after the game has gone the way it's gone? We are seeing 4 Vikings and 3 Ghosts coming down at a time. So Cure very suddenly getting a much stronger tech army. An army that's much more capable of fighting ZEST in the late game. Ooh, ZEST, that's a lot of DTs with Blink. We should see a planetary fortress come down here pretty quickly. Not a ton of Vikings just yet. 7 of them on the map. That's a pretty decent number. Scan comes down in the middle of the map, sees where ZEST is. +2 armor completes for ZEST. He's already... Oh, man, look at that. Immediately starts up his +3. And now we are going to see these Blink DTs coming on in. Cure... Oh, look at that. Hold position on the DTs. Finds 10 SCVs immediately. And we see a recall. That is a little bit weird to me. He loses a lot of those DTs. +2 is about to finish up for Cure. Disruptor comes in for the flank. Not going to be able to find too much. But you see an interference matrix on that Warp Prism. And Cure, he is stomping on forward. Is he going to be able to end it right here, right now? He is looking for exactly that. Anti-armor missile comes in. Battery overcharge will get popped. Keeps that Colossus alive. Barely stays alive. Cure, he smells blood in the water. He's got a big army supply advantage. ZEST, though, does have a decent bank, but it's only in minerals. Cure, will he be able to deal with this? He's got some EMPs. Blink TT's trying to come in on top of this whole army. There is so many charge lots in the front, and he is just going to be able to overwhelm Cure on the ground. That was just so many Zealots and DTs with Blink. I thought for sure that was a good fight for Cure, but ZEST overpowers. That being said, here comes a huge EMP all over this army. ZEST, is he going to be able to break on through? It looks like he just might. +3 is about to finish up on the attack upgrades for ZEST. Cure, God, I was so sure. I was so sure that that was a great fight for Cure. But ZEST absolutely storming on through with just pure man mode Protoss. And we are looking at Cure down in army supply. ZEST getting it on top of this third base. He's trying to storm up the ramp. Doesn't need to, though. And he drops some nice force fields. Will he be able to take down... Oh, the War Prism. Ooh, not ideal. Will he be able to take down this planetary fortress? Yes, he will. And that is all of the economy of Cure getting knocked out. GG is called, and we are going to game number 7. Here we are on 2,000 atmospheres. Spawning up in the top right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He's ZEST. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming as well. It is Cure in the red. And I gotta say, these two players are just... They are just some kind of sorcerers. They know what is up. They know how to make it happen. They are just incredible players. And I hope this game goes the distance. I hope we get, like, you know, just a long, crazy macro game. And they have to regame it. We play it like 3, 4, 5 times. You know, they just keep going at it. Because these guys are so evenly matched. We are going to be seeing ZEST scouting around the map here. Hey, he's just making sure he's not getting proxy reapered, proxy anything. Now, Cure has been favoring the gas first style in a lot of the games in this series. But he's not going to go for it here. He's going to be going for the more standard barracks gas. Which is what we expect most of the time, but isn't what we always see. Ooh, Marine first, though. Probably going to be adding on a reactor behind this, but could potentially... no, we're going to see a reactor almost definitely. Ooh, I like this. He checks to the right side, makes sure there's no parting-esque second gateway or even Max Pack's first gateway in his natural expansion. That is the kind of thing that can very quickly end you a game, but for anyone watching at home, yeah, just a quick little check to the right, and that can potentially be a lot of ladder points saved. A lot of ladder points saved. It will be that reactor after the barracks, and should be seeing a factory coming on down. Oh, look at this from ZEST. What is he going to do with this? Proxy Stargate? That would be a big baller move for sure. There it is, Proxy Stargate. Game 7. Proxy Stargate. Meanwhile, we've got Cure going for a 3 racks play. Oh, both players are busting out just very hyper-aggressive moves. Oh, look at this scout. He's going to see the Proxy Stargate Cure. That is so good for him. Oh, that is such a huge, huge find. Now, the only thing is that he is going for... He is, of course, going for this 3 racks, and that means he won't be able to get, you know, Cyclone or anything like a Viking. Or even, well, no, just those 2 units. Cyclones or Vikings. He won't be able to build those. It's just going to be Marines and potentially missile turrets being built. The other thing, with an Oracle coming out, this is pretty much a guaranteed scout on the 3 racks. There's no way this doesn't get spotted. absolutely no way. But it also means that tech being proxied, chances are he's probably not going to get too much out of there. I wonder if it would have been worthwhile with 5 Marines to try and deny that pylon, by the way. It was pretty far out. It was honestly very far out. Ooh, these Oracle will get in here, grabs a single Marine. Nice job from ZEST. Kind of splits the gap there and finds that Marine. But he does take a fair amount of hull damage. Yeah, 36 hull damage on that Oracle, and it's not the best. This is a pretty decent start here for Cure. Oh my goodness, we're going to be seeing 2 additional gateways and Blink. I would have... Oh, it's going to be 3 additional gateways. He's going up to 4 gate Blink. He doesn't have a robotics facility. He's not going to get aggressive with this, is he? This has just got to be defensive. It's got to be just defensive here. Ooh, nice move on the Oracle. Going to be able to pick off 2 SCVs. Very well done. And maybe even more in the main base. Cure, kind of leaving his mineral lines a little bit exposed. Does save that 3rd SCV. But this is a lot more damage than I would expect from a scouted proxy Oracle. A lot more damage. Now, do we see Cure commit across the map with this 3 racks? It can, of course, be very, very powerful, but you got to be very careful. He is going to go at the very least and deny this pylon. And if he's going this way, I would really prefer to see him kill the Stargate, but he does not want to waste any additional time. He's going to just depower it and go. Meanwhile, double Forge coming down from ZEST. That is... Well, that is a little bit crazy to me, considering he knows the fact that his opponent is going 3 racks. Oracle comes in. It actually denies this factory for a little bit of time. Man, great moves with just this single Oracle. We did see ZEST kind of forced to build an extra shield battery here, but that's not that much of a reaction. It's not that big. And Cure, you know what? I'm okay with him chilling with this army too. I'm okay with him not going crazy. That being said, he is down 12 workers, 11 workers. It's not a comfortable position to be in. And he's delayed his starport a lot, so his, medevacs are not yet out. That is so many sentries, by the way, from ZEST. Has Cure seen this? I don't think so. Oh, man. The thing is, you want to attack into this, but you don't want to attack into it yet. You want to go in when they've, when you've gotten a few more units. You don't want to go in... Okay, there we go. Scan comes down. He sees this, and he is just going to go for a big stim. He is going to try and get on top of this. Where are the force fields? They're so late. There they go. They do come down. But battery overcharge is going to help out a lot. He actually fully traps these Marines. That was actually a great fight for ZEST. Kills off a lot of Marines right there. And only loses a couple Stalkers. Ah, man, I would have really preferred to see him wait until medevacs were a thing. You know your opponent's committed to so many sentries that cuts into their gas income so much. Or their tech. Doesn't cut into the gas income, it cuts into their gas count, though. We are going to be seeing a robotics bay coming in. And 1-1 will complete now. Now this is where Cure, I feel like, really... Does he want to fight? He doesn't have charge. Well, no, yeah, he really doesn't want to fight. ZEST has charge. He's got 1-1 now. He's still got all these sentries. And they've replenished a little bit of their energy. Cure, he's got nothing really that he can do in the main base. ZEST has a nice setup with this Oracle and a few Stalkers on the right side. Scan comes in. We're going to see another big stim on in. And it is going to be great force fields once again out of ZEST. Cure going to drop Widow Mines into the mineral line. Does get 5 probes. That was not worth it, I don't think. That being said, he takes a pretty nice little army supply lead. Oh, and the scan comes into the main base. There's nothing in the main base. Those Stalkers were forced to be brought over. Cure, He is going to find these units as they warp in. Blink into the main. That's going to mean they're all on cooldown on those 5 Stalkers. Cure finds himself a great fight here. And now he rotates between these bases. He secured his 3rd behind this. The Oracle gets taken out. This is looking so good for Cure right now. ZEST, he is on the ropes. He's down 30 army supply. But he is not... He's on his last life. He will not leave this game until he is out of it. Zealots do come in on the counterattack, pick off a few reinforcements, but I don't think they're going to be able to get too many SCVs. That being said, nice target fire does grab 2 additional. Well, yeah, two SCVs, period. Oh, almost gets a 3rd right there. But the firepower of Cure's army keeps that alive. I thought Cure was overcommitting for sure, but that actually went so much better for him than I ever expected. We do have 2 Colossi about to hit the field, though. And that is going to be a big, big power spike for Cure. ZEST goes for a snipe on that medevac. Scan from Cure, looking for the Observer, and looking to see what the army setup is like. There are a lot of Marauders here, which means Colossi are not as powerful as they could be. Nice force fields, though, from ZEST. And Cure, he's going to be forced to disengage. That was a pretty darn good fight for ZEST. Cure? Oh, man, he wants so badly to get into the main base. Now, this is a big deal. 2-2 is about to finish up for ZEST. That double forge. Ooh, nice scan. Kills off the Observer. That double forge is so huge. Cure. Going to be sending units on the left side once again. 2-2 finishes up here for ZEST. He's adding on a Dark Shrine and additional gateways, as well as more Colossi. He looks for the 4th base, but it's not there yet. Widow Mines are just going to burrow here in a nice position between the bases. Ooh, there's the Doom drop into the main base. ZEST. Oh no, he moves out of position just as this drop comes on in. Now there is this upgrade lead. Oh, but wow, great move from ZEST there. Picks off one of the full medevacs. Cure doesn't have anything in position on this base. And we're going to see ZEST, 2 Zealots once again, coming in finding a fair amount of damage. Oh god, look at the ring around the rosy that Zealot just did. Amazing right there. 3-3 does start up. Scan comes in, sees the Dark Shrine. Cure, he has an army supply lead still, but he hasn't been able to convert on it. He hasn't been able to really end the game with this. ZEST is staying alive. And he has this upgrade lead as well. And that is so, so big. Oh, another Doom drop getting ready. Wants to go into the natural expansion. If he could find these robotics facilities, that would be huge. Look at these YOLO Doom drops. 4 medevacs in the natural. 5 into the main. Oh, this is so brutal for ZEST to try and deal with. He does have enough units coming in from the natural. The main base, though, is exposed. And Cure, he is going to drop in here. This is so much supply. This is like 90 supply that he's committed in here. But will he be able to get what he's looking for done? The DTs do warp in, but they are going to get scanned. Good job from Cure. Taking those on out. ZEST, he has lost so many workers. But is it going to be enough? Cure, putting his opponent into a really, really tough position. 2-2 finishes up for ZEST. This is looking really, really dicey. Really dicey for both players. Well, really dicey for ZEST. It's looking very good for Cure. Very promising. But his opponent has a really, really scary army. And Cure doesn't have a 4th base. And he doesn't have, you know, a bunch of starports either. He doesn't have much that actually deals with these Colossi. He's been committing heavily to the ground. We do see these units dropping on into the main base. Scan comes down, clears out the DT that was there for defense. If he can get this Dark Shrine, well, if he can get those forges, that would actually be the prime target. Meanwhile, huge attack coming in here from ZEST. He is going to try and take it all right here, right now. Missile turret will actually kill off the Observer. That's actually really, really big. And these DTs, oh, they do get recloaked. This is going to turn into a base trade. Cure, though, he's lost a lot of supply. He's now down in army supply. And can he actually make this a base trade? ZEST might be the one who wins out here. So many probes going down. 28 probes. ZEST is on 13 workers, but he is up 25 army supply. This is looking so crazy in this game number 7. ZEST, can he make the miracle happen? He did complete his 3-3. Cure trying to come on home. He loses his natural command center. He has 54 workers, but they're not all that helpful if you can't mine with them. And ZEST, can he make it happen? Vikings are being added on here. Ooh, finding these medevacs would be a big deal. Does pick off an a Widowmine and a Viking there. 3-3 not going to finish up for Cure for a little bit of time. And ZEST, he needs to win pretty much right here, right now. But he's got a huge army value lead. Is Cure going to be able to hold? ZEST, he's on 13 probes. He is going to push on forward here. Force Field does kind of break up the concave a little bit. The command center tanks damage quite nicely. But Cure needed to be pulling the boys into this. He's down still quite a bit of army supply. He cannot hold on, I don't think. He does have a Widowmine coming on in here. And this is actually going to shut down all the mining. ZEST is going to pull the boys of his own. What an epic conclusion to an epic series. It is going to be down to the wire here. 3-3 not yet done for Cure. +3 infantry weapons is about to finish up, but there is still a lot of firepower in ZEST's army. The probes are showing up to lend their support. There's that +3 weapons, +3 armor. Still another 15 seconds away, 10 seconds away. ZEST has vision of his opponent's stuff. He lifts the buildings, does Cure. Force Field's coming on in. The Colossi getting so much damage. The dropping of the mules. What is that really helping with? Maybe to body block, but not against Colossus. There's too much here, and ZEST is going to be able to close it on out. That is going to be the series. ZEST takes it down. Cure on the verge of victory. Can't quite close it out. And ZEST wins that one 4-3. What an amazing series. And thank you very much. This has been another Alpha X replay cast. I am Steadfast. Thank you very much for tuning in.